Hello, Lauren here again with What Did I Learn This Week? So, going back to John Kabat-Zinn's mindfulness-based stress reduction course and his book, Full Catastrophe Living, and he's talking about practicing mindfulness and how it eases stress, but also he created this course for pain relief. And he linked it up with hospitals, and the students who went through the course were all patients who were dealing with chronic health problems that resulted in pain. So this exercise is part of the mindfulness-based training, and it's mindful eating. And I'm going to have you pause the video because you should go find a bite of something. So I have like a clementine, a little cutie. So find something that would be one bite and then come back. So hopefully you have something now. So mindful eating, we tend to eat very non-mindfully, and we're usually eating on the run, eating at our desk, doing 3 different things while we eat, and we don't really take the time to actually savor and slow down and really experience and taste the food that we are blessed to have before us. And oftentimes I'll go to take another bite and I'm like, oh, I finished it. I ate so quickly I didn't even realize it's all gone now. So we're going to slow it down real slow and practice mindful eating. So take your bit of food, whatever you chose, and if it's not, hopefully it's a finger food and you don't mind placing it on the palm of your hand. So put that food, that piece of food in the palm of your hand, and just take a moment to look at it. Notice it, look at its color, the texture. Is it, the size of it, the shape of it, from each angle, really taking the time to look at it and appreciate it for what it is and how it looks. Maybe you want to look at the other side. Is one side different than the other? We're going to really use all of our senses here. So looking. Now, why don't you feel it? So take a moment and just kind of feel that piece of food. You noticed the texture with your eyes before. Now notice it with your hands. Is it smooth? Is it bumpy? Is it rough? What's the temperature like? Is it cold, room temperature? Hot? Hopefully not too hot because it's in your hands. Is it squishy? Is it hard? What do you notice about how it feels? Okay, now bring that up to your nose and give it a smell. Take a couple deep breaths. Really inhaling the smell of it. Can you detect anything? What do you smell? Sweet, citrusy, nothing there. Moving on from seeing and smelling, we're going to feel with our mouth now. So now just touch it to your lips, but do not put it in your mouth. Just let it be there for a moment. Letting your lips feel that piece of food. What do you notice now? What are your lips sensing? Are you already starting to salivate a little bit? Can you smell it better while it's up here by your mouth? Next step, I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk if I do it. Next step is to put it in your mouth, but do not bite down on it yet. So just place it in your mouth and hold it there. I'm not going to do mine because I won't be able to talk with you if I do. So now you have this piece of food in your mouth, and just let it rest on your tongue. And what are you noticing now? Take a few breaths and just pay attention to the feel of it on your tongue. Can you smell it more now? Is the temperature different now? How is the texture? Is your mouth getting super excited for this piece of food? Lots of salivating. Now start slowly chewing, taking mindful chewing slowly, feeling it in your mouth, the taste of it. See if it tastes differently on different parts of your tongue. Really take the time to chew and breathe and taste. And when you get to that moment, mindfully swallow. So now we just spent 4 minutes mindfully eating one bite of food. What do you think? How is it different from if you had just popped it in your mouth as you were out the door, chewed, swallowed, and been on your way? I've done this with students, and I had a student say, "Oh my gosh, I feel really weird now." I said, that's just called feeling calm. So I've had other people say, "I've never tasted an orange like that before. Oh my gosh, and I don't usually like oranges, and that tasted awesome." So I'm curious what you grabbed. Did you have chocolate? Did you have a piece of orange, an apple, a cracker? What food did you grab? And what did you notice about your mindful eating experience? Do you feel like it would make you hungrier and eat more? Or do you think if we ate this way, we would not eat as much as we do? If we eat as much as we do. So I hope you enjoyed that mindful eating. I'm going to finish my cutie here, and I promise I'll eat it mindfully. And I hope you have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you next week.